have you back for this NBA postseason halftime report. Ernie Johnson alongside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. Looking at Houston, getting out to a 2-0 lead in the series would mean so much to them. And it looks like this game could go down to the wire trying to achieve that goal. This game is definitely still up for grabs, the way these two teams are battling. Kenny, what you think about the Rockets?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted us.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set to continue our broadcast of the Western Conference semifinals.
What a great game for Anthony in this one. 15 points and several assists. This game is all about him right now.
Full domination mode, guys.
Lakers trailed by 5. So for the Lakers right now, Griffin is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Jordan in at the 2 guard.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Rockets shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Kobe kicks to Howard. They set the pick. The feed to Carmelo. 6 on the shot clock. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Lowry kicks to Jordan. That time he'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Lakers have really struggled at the line in this one, well under 50% so far. And so Jordan nails both of them. Houston leading by 3. Hardaway dishes to Bryant. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Jordan can't get it to go.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Hardaway kicks to Howard. No good. Nice D from Griffin. Lakers trail by 5. Right wing. Barnes with it. Picked up by Nowitzki. Barnes passes to Griffin. And it's sent back by Howard. Hardaway. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Kevin McHale coaching his team during that break. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Carmelo Anthony. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Timeout called the Rockets. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Hardaway dishes to Kobe. Back to Hardaway. Lets it fly. That one rolling around and rims out.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Jordan can't get it to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Here's Lowry. Pass to Jordan. Jordan with another miss.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only one make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Blake Griffin. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Grant's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Lakers trail by 10. Jordan kicks to Griffin. And the pass to O'Neal. And he gets it to go. O'Neal's got 8 points.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Outside Hardaway. Dishes it to Carmelo. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Shaq with a screen on Hardaway. Jordan.
How about Michael Jordan in this one? 12 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
No doubt. They'd like to see that carry over to the rest of the team. Get good assist numbers all the way around.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight. Michael Jordan taking 2 shots. First one falls for the Rockets. Zach Randolph is checked in for Nowitzki. Young comes in for Kobe. And it's Mike Conley in for Hardaway.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
2 shots, gentlemen.
That's his first personal foul. The Rockets have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. I think the first free throw is good. So he gets them both. Lakers trail by 10. 1:53 left here in the third quarter. Grant kicks to Jordan. To the paint. Here's Griffin. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist in this one.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Rockets leading by 8. Feeds to Young. Here's the 3. And the shot is good. Young's got 5 points so far.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
The shot's good from Jordan.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Grant against Conley. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Dwight Howard. And then for Los Angeles, Andrew Nicholson comes in for Blake Griffin. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Grant. Lakers trail by 9. 46 seconds left to play in the third. Blake kicks to Jordan. It's deflected. Good defensive work there by Young.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Three-pointer. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Here's Blake, covered by Conley. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. That's good. Conley's got 13.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Houston on top, up by 12. We'll get right back to the action when we return. It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. And so here is Houston. 17 points was their biggest margin. Spencer Hawes out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Conley. And it's Bryant in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Conley, the pass to Hardaway. He used that pick to perfection. Hardaway has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Houston.
Well, that was Dirk Nowitzki getting in the way of the defense right there. Well done.
Lowry against Conley. Oladipo sets the screen for Lowry. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
6 of their last 10 points have come by way of the two-pointer.
Kobe dishes to Hawes. Back to Bryant. Hardaway for 3. Offensive rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Nobody near Barnes. A three-pointer is right on target. Barnes has got it back down to within single digits for the Lakers. Conley kicks to Hawes. A floater, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Kobe having just a fantastic game. He has 15 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Howard comes in for Spencer Hawes. And Anthony subbed in for Mike Conley. And the Lakers also making a change. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholson. Good on both. Lakers trailed by 11. And the Lakers call time here. Kobe Bryant really making a difference here.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
Check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
There's the pick. Lowry passes to O'Neal. And here's Barnes for 3. Rebound by Kobe. Houston leading by 11. And And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too. Now, that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Five on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. The kick out to Bryant. Here's Nowitzki. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. And the Rockets lead by 13. The Lakers making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
The jump hook, and Griffin scores. The assist by Lowry. 21 points for Blake Griffin.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Anthony drives in. Barnes grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Jordan dishes to Griffin. Gets it down to single digits. Griffin's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Nowitzki a screen. Here's Hardaway, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Terrific game for Hardaway. 12 points and 3 dimes.
He hits the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Hardaway hits them both. And here's Lowry. Pass to Griffin. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 8 now on the night.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Anthony kicks to Nowitzki. Outside, Kobe. Houston moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hardaway. The teardrop falls in. Hardaway's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in game 2 for the Rockets.
Mark, the bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Yeah, you always like to see that, Kevin, when your reserves can perform and help you pull out a win.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Bryant. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it. Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
It's Anthony with the drive. And that is no good. Now shooting 8 for 12 from the floor.
This game's finally gotten away from them.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Outside, Kobe. Back to Anthony. He dishes it to Hardaway. Deflects the pass. No good. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip.
Carmelo,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let Kobe Bryant. What are your thoughts, Kenny, on his game tonight?
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was good.
And that'll signal the end of our NBA postseason coverage.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports, about to tip off the pivotal Game 3 in these conference semifinals. Alongside Shaq and Kenny, Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll see the...
Semifinals getting going right now. Thanks for tuning in. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside alongside Clark Kellum and Greg Anthony. You look at San Antonio. They need the boost here from the hometown fans, trailing 2-0. It is critical for them to start to edge back into the series.
And guys, losing this one would be devastating. For all intents and purposes, this game is a must-win. You really have to treat it like a Game 7.
Exactly. Back on their home court, it's their chance to change the momentum in the series. But you're right, you can't go down 3-0 and expect to come back and win the series.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. We've got Durant. Klay Thompson is out there with Wall. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. Now here's Wall. The drive by Green. Raj with some nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Lillard with it. Picked up by Thompson. Well, leaner. Bosch can't get it to go.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempt.
And Butler, here we go. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Butler's got his first basket of the night.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Outside, Wall. Here's Durant. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
The dish to Drummond. Passes it to Hayward. He kicks it to Bosch. Nobody near Lillard. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ball against Lillard. Ball passes to Durant. And Wall kicks to Towns. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The free throw drops for Towns. And so he makes both from the line.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers. Thompson
against Lillard. Knocked away. And it's the Warriors on the break. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Here's Butler after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the night.
Hey, boy, I'm from the land till I die, till I die, till I die. On the east side till I die, till I die, till I die.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss. Then we came here to ball. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far.
Game 3 of the Western Conference semifinals getting going right now. Thanks for tuning in. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We'll see the Golden State Warriors taking on the San Antonio Spurs. You take a look at this.
Se olvidó poner a Gordon Hayward para defender a Clayton. Esa vaina, que la nota de voz se puedan escuchar la vaina.
They need the boost here from the hometown fans, trailing 2-0. It is critical for them to start to edge back into the series.
And an opportunity here to change the momentum of this series. The odds are stacked against them after losing those first two on the road, but now in their building, their fans, it's their chance to get back into it.
Simply do or die time. I mean, they can't be discouraged by the two losses. There's still plenty of time left in this series. The most important game is the current game. The crowd isn't discouraged. We can feel that. Just listen to them. They're going at it in here.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Towns is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wall, and it's Durant, and it's Thompson in at the shooting guard. And the second free throw, good. On defense, San Antonio. They come into this one after losing on Sunday.
You know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
Oh, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D or late on their rotation, and they paid a big price for it.
And Hayward gets it to go.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now here's Wall. Green, the screen, and Wall kicks to Durant. Lets it go with a three. Count the bucket. Durant's got himself on the board with three there.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Butler against Wall. Lillard outside. Green with the block. Here's Thompson. Here's Towns. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Wall passes to Green. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not. I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Warriors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Lillard against Wall. On the wing, Thompson. Puts it up. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Thompson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Bosh, no one around him, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Outside, Wall. To shoot. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And Lillard kicks to Hayward. From the wing, no luck. And Golden State will go the other way with it. And Dorsberg spoke with Steve Kerr. Doris?
With a 2-0 lead in this series, he wants his team to remain focused on the business at hand. He said it's a terrific position they put themselves in, and they're determined to make the most of it. We'll see how they fare with Game 3 underway now, guys.
And thank you for that, Doris. Now, here's Lillard, following the miss by Draymond Green. Wall against Butler. They set the screen. Shot, high post. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Wall dishes to Thompson. Kicks it to Towns. Lillard with the rebound.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists now tonight. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
You think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Percentage shots in the playoffs. In the third spot, Gordon Hayward.
Well, you always want to shoot a high percentage, and that goes back to the kind of shots you get. But there's no better time than the postseason to knock down most of the shots that you take.
And some changes here for the Spurs. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Hayward. Wilkins comes in for Jimmy Butler, and Stockton subbed in for Damian Lillard. Different look here for the Warriors. Brook Lopez is checked in for Towns. Pisa comes in for Green. Allen Williams checked in for Thompson. And it's Patrick Beverly in for John Wall. Goes back up. In deep. Drummond drops it in. Drummond's got 5.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Now here's DeRozan. It's stolen by Ariza. And it's the Warriors on the break. Durant's running.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And that one's good looking.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Warriors lead by 1. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. To get started again for the next bit of action in this game 3. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. They got Tony Allen. Brook Lopez is out there with Durant. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Ariza in at the small forward.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Good on both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Stockton passes to Drummond. On the wing, DeRozan. Ariza covering. And Durant sends it back. Ariza against Stockton. Lopez, a screen on Stockton. Beverly with the ball. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The feed to Lopez. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Warriors lead by 5.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. No good on the 3. Warriors leading by 5. And Beverly gets to Ariza. Lets the 3 fly. The shot no good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. To the left side wing. Back to DeRozan. To the paint. Here's Bosch. No luck. Durant with some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Allen in the post. He's covered by Stockton. And good on the basket. Book it.
The defender just didn't have the speed to stay in front of him. And he streaked in for the layup. That's a real nice move. Well done.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out. And sometimes the best way to do that is with a timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
A different look now for San Antonio. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Andre Drummond. Jimmy Butler comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Wilkins. Different look here for the Warriors. Towns, he's checked in for Lopez. Draymond Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Thompson, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's John Wall in for Patrick Beverly. Right side, Wall. Towns, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
San Antonio making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Bosh, a screen on Thompson. Lillard dish. Lillard against Wall. A baseline J. Jump shot is good that time. Wall's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. They had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, backbreaking run, really exposing the weaknesses in their defense.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Green with a screen for Allen. Back to Green, wide open. San Antonio with the rebound. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Allen against Lillard. Bosh heads the pick for Lillard. Outside Bosh. 6 on the shot clock. Bosh with another miss.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Thompson misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Bosh kicks to Reddick. 16 feet away. That's good. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Timeout called the Warriors.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up for the Spurs next team.
And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Second, John Wall.
Well, it's great to see guys step up to the added pressure of the postseason and deliver big numbers. Not only for him, but his teammates. Anybody that distributes the ball the way he does helps his team and himself.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Thompson left side. Inside. Here's Towns. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
The Warriors have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. The free throw drops for Towns.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I'll tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Baseline jumper. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Lillard. Warriors leading by 8. Now here's Wall. 3-pointer. Here's Towns. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Towns has got 9 points.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Get back, get back.
Here's Allen. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Allen's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Bosh misses.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Allen with it. Lillard picks him up. Thompson passes to Towns. uses the glass to finish the layup. Towns has got 9 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Lillard dishes to Hayward. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. And Wall kicks to Towns. Out to Thompson for the 3. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Lillard. Oh, and here's the one-handed jam.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
Green with a screen on Butler. Thompson. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we finished one half of basketball. Warriors ahead, up by 15. And time up.
Coach, you're going.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Smith. And, well, for the Warriors, we're only 2.5 games into this series, but it's already looking like they've booked their place in the next round. Up 2 games to none with a huge lead tonight. They are in the driver's seat. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Boy, it was rough down there in the paint, and they were just dominant, taking it to the rack. But that's what you have to be willing to do. Take the action to the heart of the competition without any fear. That's why this is already a blowout.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
They're getting completely outworked on the glass. Giving up that many rebounds, dig yourself into a hole like this, Ernie. They want to close the gap on the scoreboard. They got to close the gap on the boards. You like that, Ernie? They want to close the gap on the scoreboard. They got to close the gap on the boards. Oh, I'm so good.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will...
Thanks for joining us again as we get set to continue our broadcast of the Western Conference semifinal. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.